greatest goddamn show on earth, The Dusty Smith Show, episode 75. Hell yeah, rolling right through them. How the fuck's everybody doing? We have an amazing packed show for you guys tonight. It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, right? Hell yeah, got all this stuff to cover tonight. Let me show you, boom. Short what the fuck section, but a big trash world, a big cyber symposium. Yep. Happy Trump Day, everybody! He's being reinstated today any second now. That's what my understanding is. That's what Mike Lindell said, so it's gotta be true. We're gonna cover all that. I watched way too much of that. Like, I watched all 3 days, like 12 hours a day. Too much of my life was wrapped up in this shit. We're gonna get into it, though. I'll tell you guys why. I have a huge My Corona section. That's most of the goddamn show, because this country sucks. And we're going down in flames. But hey, at least we have each other. That's what really counts. Short Chud Watch, a little bit of Karen's. If we get to the religious bullshit, we get to it. If not, we'll do it Monday. It's all good. As always, love the shit out of you guys. How the fuck you doing? If you guys want to support the show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. I don't think I got any new patrons this week. What the fuck? Poor Dusty with my goddamn e-bag. And anyway, patreon.com/Codcast. There is a link in the description of this video. If you want to help out $1 to a month, whatever you can afford, it goes to help these little assholes right here. Not all of it. Some of it goes to me, but a lot of it goes to help the dogs and cats that I rescue. So if you like the show and all the free content I put out, please consider putting your credit card information into this website and giving me a couple dollars a month. Hey, that would be nice of you. I'd appreciate it. And also, Super Chats! Lifeblood of the show, Super Chats. I don't dodge any questions. I answer every goddamn thing. As long as it's about me. Can't ask me questions about somebody else, because some of that I can't get into. But me, I'll tell you fucking anything. So, 7 inches. So, Empress of the known universe. Me first. You are first, Empress. No FX leaving Jesus land. Don't sing it. I won't. Never heard of it. But everyone here should know that song. Shout out to Bob Carmody and John Pelosi. Love you both. Hell yeah. Whoever all of you are. Thank you for the donation, Empress. And Peter Manetti became a Dust Buddy. Hell yeah, Dust Buddies. Also, Timmy became a Dust Buddy. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club. Dust Buddies are $2.99 a month. You become a member somehow. I don't know how you do it, but there's a button you push. And anyway, you get customized emojis to spend the chat with. Stuff like my beautiful white-headed face and logic and all kinds of stuff. You get a trans rights power fist by your name. It's all great and amazing, and you should become a Dust Buddy. Thank you guys for joining. Beast Nation. I almost said Peace Nation. Beast Nation 2009 just got paid. Hell yeah. You're spending your money correctly with the Dusty. What are you doing, Baby Yoda? You gonna jump or not? Yeah, do it, Baby Yoda. Do all the jumping. Just got paid. Here's some Mean Gene Green. Hell yeah. Good to see you tonight, Beast Nation. Hope you're well. And Catalina. What's up, Catalina? One of our amazing moderators here, Catalina. Hi, Dusty. I'm back. Move this week. No internet. But I'm back with 300 MPS of raw internet. You don't have internet, but you have internet? Do you mean you didn't have internet, but you got internet now? Either way, congratulations on your new apartment and your new internet. Got some fast speeds going. She better enjoy me in full HD now. Sexy Dusty. So, folks, I ain't been doing nothing interesting this week, to be honest with you. I've been watching the goddamn Cyber Symposium for fucking ever. Like, 3 days worth of that shit. Be honest with you, I've been a little bit lonely this week. Man, I've been like jealous. I've been seeing all these other dudes and pretty girlfriends. I'm like, man, I should have me a pretty girlfriend to hug up on, to kiss and whatnot, to cuddle with, and been feeling lonely. And then I remember how horrible dating is, and I'm like, okay, yeah, never mind. I'm okay with that. So whatever happens, happens. Anyway, 278 viewers, 121 likes. Like the video. If you guys can help me out, that would be great. You should do it. What else you guys got to say? Critters. Yeah, critters everywhere. Hey, where'd the cat go? I had a cat sitting right here. I'll put that there. They love this. My dinner tray. They love to lay in it. So we'll have a cat over here in no time. What else you guys got to say? Let me go ahead and put this to live chat. Move everything around a little bit. I'm only using 2 screens tonight. It got so hot that the cable to my third screen over here melted. It fucking melted, dude. The computer got so hot, I guess it blew hot air right on that cable, and it just disintegrated, so that sucked. I do have the BJ machine. I don't ever use my BJ machine, though. It's too much of a fucking hassle, to be honest with you. I know. I'm so lazy that I won't even load up my blowjob machine. It's pretty bad, yo. But, you know, you have to, like, take it out, clean it, and oil it up, and hook the motherfucker up, and hook it to the internet, and I don't know. I don't need a blowjob that bad, to be honest with you. I just, you know, I could just do it the manual way. Whatever. Too much information. It's all good. Have lots of videos to catch up on. Yep, lots going on this week. Crossing my fingers for 2 hours of Karens. Nope, not 2 hours of Karens, but we do have a lot of Karens. And we do have a fine show that's going to at least be 2 hours plus. Overtime, for sure. Find yourself a friend that doesn't want a relationship either and don't have a relationship together. Even that's a hassle. It's all a hassle. What you going to do? EJ Bluffer, commanded me that I bestow this upon the critters. Happy Jason Voorhees days. Hell yeah, it's Friday the 13th. The day that's spooky for reasons. I don't know. Numbers are horrifying. Be afraid. Be very afraid. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the goddamn show because got so much to fucking cover. So while we're waiting for people to log on, it usually takes a while for people to log on. We'll have 324, so be sure to like the video. Gonna start off with a very short section I like to call What the Fuck? And first off, on What the Fuck, he gone, no mo como. Apparently, the governor of New York is a perv, or I don't know, he's Italian, something. He's like, I'm not perverted, I'm just Italian. And the important thing is that we get to the bottom of what is up with this guy's nipples. So anyway, a lot of speculation about his nipples, because of course there is. But folks, I think we know what the deal is here. Apparently he is like Andy Bernard from The Office, and he has to put tape over his nipples because he has extra sensitive nipples that chafe in his little Izod shirt. So, mystery solved. Tape over perv Governor Cuomo's nipples. Just makes sense. Thoughts and prayers to Governor Cuomo. And, is it Cuomo or Cuomo? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Guys, did you see this crazy ass shit? Talking about ruining your fucking life. So, this 19-year-old kid driving like a bat out of hell down some residential streets, and these people stop and they're like, hey, slow the fuck down. And then he turns around and this is what happens. Turns around.
Don't go over there.
In his car.
I don't want you getting beat up. Don't.
Yeah, they're yelling at him. You're like, yeah, you're driving really recklessly, dude. They're screaming at him. Fuck you. So he drives around, he turns around.
Babe, no, please don't.
And he comes back. And he narrowly avoids hitting this pregnant woman. And boy, look how close that was. Holy shit. Almost ran his ass over. Yeah, that's attempted homicide. That's 100% attempted fucking murder, right?
Babe, no.
Yeah. Dave, no. Don't go out there. So they're like, did you guys see that? Did you guys get his license plate? That was some crazy ass shit. He's coming back. He's coming back. And yeah, he came back and he hit you. He came back and he hit you with the car. Crazy assholes. Yeah, it got worse. I know you're thinking, hey, it's not going to get worse. It did. It got worse. And here he is. Daniel Ethan Wan, 19. Bad life decisions. Way to fuck it up, kid. So enjoy prison, I guess. They've arrested him for attempted homicide. Oh my God. You are dumb. His parents got to be rich, though. I can't imagine anybody who's not fucking a trust fund baby doing shit like that. Yeah, kid, attempted a vehicle homicide. Right, yeah, definitely worse. What the fuck is true? Did you guys hear about this one last up on What the Fuck? Apparently these brothers were trying to fix a pump in their manure pile or something, and they died. They died in their manure pit because this world is so horrifying and dangerous that even a big pile of shit can kill you. They went in there to change out the pump, and they got overwhelmed by the fumes, and they all passed out, and then they took them to the hospital, and they all died. The three brothers. So, shit. Literally shit. Damn, this world is scary as fuck. Can't think about it. Can't allow your brain to think about how easy it is for you to die all the time. Because otherwise, you would never leave the house, or your room would be terrified. So try not to think about it. Try. And that's my What the Fuck section. Happens on mushroom farms too. Yeah, I was going to say that's why I don't grow mushrooms, but I have grown mushrooms before. Not in big amounts, though, or anything. Methane, yeah, methane poisoning. That's what it was. What a shitty way to go. Pun intended. Womp womp. But sad. Also, I don't make fun because that's sad. So, anyway. Any more super chats? No super chats popped up. All right. Help me out with some super chats. Waiting for the people to log on. So I'm covering the stuff that's not that important first because people will log on as the show goes on. But 400 viewers, 172 likes. Stop being fucky. Hit the like button, everybody. And now, gonna do the new segment again. People seem to like this segment when I did it on the last show. So, Trash World! Trash World! Dumpster Fire, Hellish Trash World! Trash World! Hell yeah, that's the Wayne World theme song if you guys didn't recognize that. So first off, oh, depressing. Sorry, folks. Sorry that this is so fucking depressing, but I've told you guys this before. We've talked about this before. How, yeah, conspiracy theories in themselves don't have to be bad, but you're always going to reach the fringes, the people that have mental illness. They're going to get involved in it, and then they're going to go out and do crazy fucking shit because that's what the combination of the two things do. Lying to people, making them believe the world is much more sinister than it actually is. Mixed with their mental illness causes people to do horrifying things. So yeah, this father had a beautiful wife, had 2 really cute kids. Yeah, he killed his kids because he thought that his wife had serpent DNA, you know, like David Icke talks about. The lizard people that control the world. And she had infected their kids with the lizard DNA. And so he had to murder his kids, folks. And of course, this is always the kind of picture they put when it's white folks killing their kids. It's always nice, happy families. When it's black folks, it's always them like alone with the guns with their pants pulled down or their mugshot or some shit. Always ridiculous framing, but yeah. Sad as shit. California dad killed his kids over QAnon and serpent DNA conspiracy theory feds claim. A California surfing school owner who was charged with killing his 2 children in Mexico is follower of QAnon and Illuminati conspiracy theories, who thought the children were going to grow into monsters, so he had to kill them. So yeah, fuck. God damn it. Such a depressing ass world. David Icke, pronounce it Ick. David Icke. Man, I used to listen to David Icke back in the day, back when I was in all that Alex Jones bullshit. I was telling my friends, you gotta listen to David Icke, man. He has some really interesting things to say. Stupid Dusty. I was so dumb. Still am, but I'm feeling much better now. And next up on Trash World, this came out last week. I meant to cover it, but somehow I failed because I suck. But Elon Musk is going to launch a satellite into space that displays ads. Yay! Yay, capitalism! I can't wait till we look up at the night sky and you can't even see stars anymore. All you can see are like ads for McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King. Yeah, I can't even see the moon anymore. Because Geico, save you 15% or more on your car insurance. Hell yeah. Remember he was like, you guys are hating on space. No, we weren't hating on space. We're hating on you capitalistic sick fucker. Horrible in every goddamn way. Supervillain Elon Musk. Going to ruin the universe, because why wouldn't he? This is where capitalism inevitably is going to lead. The entire sky is going to be covered in ads. The entire space is going to be covered with ads. Our bodies, ads everywhere. Your reality is sponsored by McDonald's. It looks like a big chode. It does look like a large penis. That's very true. And another trash ass situation. Man sentenced to up to 10 years for shooting black girl at Iowa Trump rally. So apparently these black girls got caught surrounded by a bunch of Trump trash. And they were trying to get away. And a guy just opened up fire on their car. Shot her in the leg. A man was sentenced Monday to up to 10 years in prison for shooting into a car full of black teenage girls after an Iowa rally for then President Donald Trump injuring one girl. Michael McKinney, 26 of St. Charles, pleaded guilty in wanton intimidation. I don't know how to pronounce that. With dangerous weapon and willful injury in December 6th shooting after a rally in Des Moines near the state capitol. Authorities said the girls in the car and rally participants were exchanging insults when the teenager's car was surrounded by Trump supporters. The car backed up, hitting a pickup. At that point, McKinney, an Army veteran who was wearing body armor and carrying several firearms, shot into the car, hitting a then 15-year-old girl in the leg. He later told police he felt he was in danger. Oh, these big, tough alpha Trump supporters, so scared of black teenagers. Oh, they were black, though. And so they gave him 10 years, but there is no mandatory minimum to serve before McKinney becomes eligible. They gave him a slap on the wrist because he was a troop. We got to support the troops, even if they're shooting at cars of black girls. So, trash world. Who expects better? Not me. And folks, good goddamn. So, I've talked about this before, how Jesse Lee Peterson's producer messaged me continuously, begging me to come on the show. And I wouldn't do it because I refuse to help this motherfucker. When you go on a show, I don't care how good your intentions are. You're making him money. You're helping make him more popular. You're adding to the trash world. I could not bring myself morally to go on the show and help this guy. And this is the kind of shit he does that led me to my decision. Here he is claiming that AOC wanted to be raped and is having rape fantasies because she mentioned she was so scared on the January 6th insurrection that she wasn't just in fear for her life. She had the idea that maybe they would sexually assault her, these crazy-ass Trump supporters who hate her, who continuously send her death threats and other types of threats, who were storming the Capitol, and she was in the building right next to the Capitol. She was in her office. They might storm her building and sexually assault her. And so Jesse Lee Peterson, the fucking trash human he is, going on her show saying, hey, she was probably fantasizing and hoping it would happen.
This woman, Cortez, must be mentally ill or something.
Oh my God, the projection. This guy is literally a stroke victim. Can barely even form a sentence. Gonna accuse somebody else of being mentally ill.
Seemed to be mentally ill. All the light, she's there, but the lights are not on. The lights are on, but she's not there. No one's home.
Beyond parody.
It was reported that she wasn't even at the building, but she thought she was going to be raped. Is that wishful thinking or what? Maybe she was wishing she was at the building so she could possibly get raped. Maybe. I don't know. It's just crazy.
I don't know, but I'm going to accuse her of wanting to be raped because I'm a Christian showing the love of Christ. Just goddamn it. Like, how do you go on this guy's show and hug on him or be nice to him? How do you be anywhere near this guy without just screaming at him what a horrible goddamn monster he is? How? But like I said, folks, here's the thing. Nobody gives a shit except for me. The people that go on the show, they're rewarded for it. And me pointing it out that they shouldn't go on the show, I'm the one that's punished for it. I'm the bad guy. So, like, just no one gives a shit. That's the world. It rewards all this fucking behavior and, you know, what you gonna do. And Jon Taffer, you know who that guy is? He is on that show Bar Rescue. He's basically the poor man's Gordon Ramsay. He takes the Gordon Ramsay playbook where he goes and he screams at people and tries to break them down, and then he offers to like fix up their bars like Gordon Ramsay did with the restaurants, and they are so desperate because they're losing money, they'll do anything he says. Well, shocker, this millionaire is a fucking piece of garbage. He went on Fox News and compared poor people who are getting unemployment benefits to dogs that need to be starved so that we're obedient. I shit you not, folks. Look at this evil, rich trash.
We're incentivizing people to stay home. What if we gave that additional unemployment benefits to employers to incentivize people to go to work?
Well, what if we just cut off the unemployment? I mean, hunger is a pretty powerful thing. I don't mean physical hunger, because people who truly are in need need help.
You 100% mean physical hunger. That's why you want to cut off people's benefits. So they'll be starving, and they have no choice but to work for peanuts for you rich assholes who are so scared to pay anybody a decent, livable wage that you will do anything to avoid paying your fair share.
Friend in the military who trains military dogs, Laura, and they only feed a military dog at night because a hungry dog is an obedient dog. Well, if we're not causing people to be hungry to work, then we're providing them with all the meals they need sitting at home.
Release the dogs.
Yeah, just I want to say it's beyond parody, but it's not anymore, folks. These are how the rich view us. We are just expendable machines for them to run ragged and use up and then discard when we're no longer of use to them. Just sickening. I will no longer watch this. I never like, I pirate everything, so it's not like I was giving this guy any money, but I did occasionally watch the show. The show's really fucking boring, though. I haven't watched it in a long time, but definitely will never watch this fucking piece of trash show again. I hope this bankrupts him, but it won't. It won't affect him in any negative way. He will actually be rewarded for it because Republican trash will see this and they're like, based. That guy's based. I have to watch his show now. Yeah, eat the rich. Fuck everything about this. And last up on Trash World. Yep, another example. An incel in the UK, another Trump supporter, put out multiple videos about how sad he was that he couldn't get a girlfriend. I am not like that. I am not an incel. If anything, I'm a volcel. But yeah, went out and killed 4 people, shot a couple women, because why not? I mean, dude, you could have just got a haircut, lost some weight, worked on your personality or something, but no, of course not. Got to blame the rest of the goddamn world for your problems, going to killing spree. Because that's what the new incel toxic troll culture encourages these pieces of shit to do. They're black-pilled. That's what they call it. I now believe I have no chance of ever getting a woman because of my genetics. So I just, fuck it. I'll just kill everybody. Dude, even if you can't get a girl, just masturbate. It's fine. It's overrated anyway. Calm the fuck down, you goddamn pieces of shit. That guy was a Paul Joseph Watson fan. Yeah, I believe it. I have no trouble believing that whatsoever. We're going to go into that, the lawyer who decided not to get the vaccine and died of COVID-19 was a Brett Weinstein fan, and listen to Brett Weinstein's advice. The intellectual dark web killed that guy. We're going to cover that by the next section. But let's take a quick break. And we'll hit the like button, everybody. Please like the video if you're able. James Magnum, Laura Ingraham is a ghoul. I know, right? Ghouls working for ghouls. But it's all about the money. They don't give a shit. It's never enough for them. Shane Winter, $20. Thank you, Shane. That's very generous. If you don't take this, I will fart in an envelope and mail it to you. Psh, that's my kink, yo. You will open it and will smell so bad you will feel like such a fool, and then you will become a social recluse because of the embarrassment. Well, I'm already a social recluse, but I will take your money anyway because we need it. We need it at the Human Society of Mystical Animal Sanctuary. So thank you, Shane Winters. Appreciate that. Jennifer Bourne, $5. Thank you, Jennifer. Good to see you tonight. I made you a Chud Watch Art Dusty. Message you on Facebook. All right, I did not see it. I will go look for that. Appreciate that. Sir Wookus Dookus. Hello, brother. Hello, Sir Wookus. Hey, bro. Been a dust bunny for about a year. Still got a new member title. What the fuck? I want a new title, man. Like a butt bunny or something. All right, I will work on that. Like I said, I was going to change it to the heroes, but everybody's like, hey, we like the dust bunnies. So whatever you guys want, you guys get. Keeper Lover, 1972. Dusty. Have you heard of the short film Logo-Rama? It's a less than 50-minute long. It's animated and funny and shows lots of logos. I agree with you on how rich treat the poor. I have not heard of that, but I'll go look that up. Send me a link on Twitter at CultOfDusty1, CultOfDusty1, CultOfDusty1. Hell yeah. All right, hit the like button, assholes. Do it. Do it. Hit the like button. And now, folks, gonna get into... Oh, I didn't make a graphic for this. Whatever. Cyber Symposium! So, folks, we've all been waiting for it, and the day finally arrived. Mike Lindell been promising it for about a year now. He got the goods. He got the CPACs, the captured packets, yo. Not the CPACs. The PCAPs, the packet captures that prove 100% the election was stolen. You can go in and you can look at the packet captures and you can see where the votes are flipped. He got it all. And he gonna have a big symposium, a 3-day, 72-hour symposium that brings all the information to the world, and it's gonna be so overwhelming, everybody's gonna believe it. That immediately the Supreme Court is going to 9-0 vote to reinstate Trump as the leader of the free world, which is gonna happen today. August 13th is the day Trump's going to be reinstated. Here he is talking about a couple months ago.
by the time the morning of August 13th, it'll be the talk of the world going, hurry up, let's get this election pulled down, let's right the right, let's get these communists out, that had taken over, and you'll see, when I say that, and they'll say, well, what's going to happen to all the people that were involved? I don't know. Right now, the biggest concern is getting this election pulled down. Donald Trump won. I mean, it's pretty simple. Okay, and there were many down-ticket senators, too, that they did, too, and stuff. You'll find all that out. By the time August...
So we're going to find it all out, folks. He promised he got the packet captures. So, I watched this thing for 3 days, 12 hours a day. In the background, I wasn't sitting there just on the edge of my goddamn seat watching this, but I wanted to be able to debunk it in real time. I knew he didn't have the evidence, but I thought he was at least going to show these fake PCAPs, the packet captures that he got. I reported on this back in February. I was one of the first people to report on this, that where he got these packet captures, he wouldn't say where he got them. He would never admit to it, but if you look into it, it's pretty obvious where he got them. He got them from Dennis L. Montgomery. Dennis L. Montgomery is an American software designer and former medical technician who sold to federal officials computer programs he claimed would decode secret al-Qaeda messages hidden in Al Jazeera broadcasts and identify terrorists based on Predator drone videos. A 2010 Playboy investigation called Montgomery the man who conned the Pentagon, saying he won millions in federal contracts for his supposed terrorist exposing intelligence software. The software was later reported to have been an elaborate hoax, and Montgomery's former lawyer called him a con artist and a habitual liar engaged in fraud. So I already knew where he got it from. But I thought he was at least going to live up to his promise and show these fake packet captures so that we could debunk them in real time. He didn't even do that. He literally showed no information whatsoever, no evidence during his 3-day symposium. It was even worse than I could ever possibly imagine, but don't worry, folks. That's not it. Milo was out there saying, yeah. No, that's not it. Fuck, where's the goddamn thing? Oh, here it is. Ensuring people Lindell has the goods. Yeah, Milo knows what he's talking about. Announcer's voice. He didn't. He had the goods in no way. But Milo always out there wrong about everything, trying to hype it the fuck up. So, basically what he did is he hired this guy. Colonel Phil Waldron, of which there's almost no information about on the internet. So his big proof, the only thing he showed this entire 3-day event was this 15-minute conspiracy documentary that was made by this guy, who is a weapons instructor, I guess, who teaches something called philosophy. The guy also apparently started a very small brewery in which he lists himself as the forklift driver. He also calls himself a personal trainer on his Facebook. So obviously this is the guy that Mike Lindell hired to prove election fraud. He put out this video, this weird 1984-esque video, just creepy as shit, where he's sitting there by his snowball microphone. The documentary was, a large portion of it was just spouting conspiracy theories about George Soros. At one time, I shit you not, the documentary started showing clips from Bill Maher talking about Mr. Potato Head. This is the evidence this guy fucking put out in his 3-day symposium. So, yeah, as you might imagine, it did not work out so well. But here he is on day one. He seems a little bit energetic. I guess he thought God was going to come out, somehow pull a miracle off. And even though he didn't have the goods by the end of the day 3 or something, God was going to come through for him and something was going to fall in his lap to show. So he was out there bragging that, hey, you guys from Dominion, you should turn yourself in. Because those of you who turn yourself in first, you might get airtime? I don't know. I guess they're going to put you on TV or some shit. It don't make any sense. He back on the crack.
And if you're out there now and you're there, you should turn yourself in right now. And because the first ones that do will probably have, maybe they get airtime while they're in prison.
Maybe when you're in prison, they're going to put you on the air, I guess. Now, obviously, he probably meant rec time, and he's just such a fucking idiot. He can't even form correct sentences. But the entire day, folks, day one, he was promising a big, earth-changing, earth-shattering announcement. This is what he teased all day long, just to keep the gullible doofs, like me, I guess, although I wasn't a gullible doof, listening in to see what this earth-changing announcement was. He can't tell you yet, but just stay tuned, folks. 7 p.m. tonight, it's going to happen. Teased it over and over and over again. 7:30 rolled around. He starts looking nervous and shit. Like he ain't got the goods. Finally, 7:30 rolls around. The big earth-shattering announcement is that this lady, who was one of the election clerks in Mesa County, violated election laws and is under investigation. And she was there on stage. She didn't bring any evidence. She didn't provide any evidence. The big earth-changing announcement, just that she is under investigation because she gave private data from voters to people she should not have. And now they're thinking about pressing criminal charges against her. So yeah, I'm convinced somehow this was a big payoff that makes watching this all work. No, fucking horrible. And after the first day, folks, here's 100% of the evidence that he provided. Just trust me, dude. Yeah, that's all it was. Literally a nothing burger. So then day two rolls around. And it's shit like this, folks. They showed no evidence whatsoever because they don't have any evidence. The election was secure. There was no voter fraud. But still, these crazy motherfuckers are standing up talking about how we need to have a violent overthrow of the government based on nothing. Just outright saying it's scary shit.
Gentlemen, with the information that you have revealed to us today, isn't this beyond the scope of our legislature? Isn't it time we bring the military in to stop the coup that has happened to our country?
Do you know how
Yay! Military coup!
Trust me, I have in my mind a dream scenario, and it sounds a lot like yours.
Yeah, I know you guys are violent lunatics that don't like democracy and don't want to overthrow the government, but how the fuck are you gonna bring in the military? You aren't in charge of the military. You don't have any power to do that. You're just fucking morons pretending. God damn it, so fucking creepy. And so then, these are the people that Mike Lindell had up on stage talking. The vast majority of it was just him on stage ranting like a lunatic. Like at one point, he literally started talking about the classes he was taking in 8th grade. The vast majority of it was just him talking about how Fox News sucks and the whole world is against him and he is so oppressed. Like Donald Trump, basically. Just a snowflake, playing the victim constantly. But he did have a few people up on stage, people that had no idea what the fuck they were talking about, who are non-experts, saying shit like this.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a computer guy. I don't know what most of this stuff means, but I've been researching this election since November 3rd. And I can tell you right now that everything we're seeing right here, we saw in Antrim County. The adjudication logs being deleted. It was absolutely censored by the media. Most people don't know that this isn't anything new. We've seen it in Antrim County. We've now seen it in Maricopa County. And we're now looking at it with our very own eyes in Colorado. What does Colorado matter? Why are they attacking Colorado? We need to wake up as people, and you, the cameras in the back there, not all of you, but the CNNs of the world, you guys need to start reporting this and stop fact-checking it.
Yeah, hey, I'm not a tech guy. I don't know anything about computers, but CNN, just start reporting what we're saying and stop fact-checking us. Shh. Why are you fact-checking our lies, CNN? Don't do that. So, yeah. Supremely intelligent stuff. So, by the end of day two, their own cyber people that Mike Lindell hired for his cyber symposium came out and said, there's no evidence here. He didn't give us anything. The cyber expert on the red team, hired by MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell, now says the key data underpinning the theory that China hacked the 2020 election unveiled at the Cyber Symposium is illegitimate. Mr. Lindell said he had 37 terabytes of irrefutable evidence that hackers, who he said were backed by China, broke into the election system and switched votes in favor of President Biden. The proof, he said, is visible in intercepted network data packet captures, which he didn't provide, that were collected by hackers and could be unencrypted to reveal that a cyber attack occurred and that votes were switched. But cyber expert Josh Merritt, who was on the team hired by Mr. Lindell to interrogate the data for the symposium, told Washington Times that packet captures are unrecoverable in the data and that the data, as provided, cannot prove a cyber incursion by China. So our team said, we're not going to say that this is legitimate if we don't have confidence in the information, Mr. Merritt said on Wednesday, the second day of the symposium. So, yeah, he said basically they handed them a pile of shit and told them to make a diamond out of it, but they couldn't do it because they didn't have the information. He literally didn't provide anything he said he was going to, because like I told you, he got his information from Dennis L. Montgomery, who was a con artist. And here's the crazy part. Apparently, Dennis L. Montgomery was supposed to be there, but right before the symposium, he had a stroke, so he couldn't make it. Oh, weird how that happened. Weird. Right before the symposium, the con artist who conned you out of your money had a stroke and couldn't be there to verify any of the things he said. Weird. Who could have seen that coming? So, so then people were reporting on his cyber guy saying, there's nothing here. We don't have any evidence whatsoever. Even conservative publications like the Gateway Pundit, which is one of the most conservative internet publications in the goddamn world, got up there and reported that the cyber guy said they didn't have the goods. And so, of course, Mike Lindell, day 3, went out there and said, hey, this conservative guy reporting what the cyber guy said is clearly CIA. Because, of course, he is. When you accurately report the news, you got to be CIA.
It's Gateway Pundit. It's by Larry Johnson. And what he said, he goes, one of Mike Lindell's cyber experts bailed on the China hack theory earlier this week and spoke with the media. Why now? He goes down to say the cyber expert on the red team hired by Mike Lindell now says the key data underpinning the theory that China had attacked our election unveiled at the Cyber Symposium is illegitimate. That's a lie. Okay? China did it. Okay?
You can see on day 3, he seems really deflated and sad the whole day. He just seems like he's on suicide watch because he's starting to realize that, hey, apparently God is not going to come through with a miracle and it's all falling apart and I just lied to everybody and it's obvious I lied to them. You'd love to see it though.
It's a lie. So we're deflecting this lie and we're checking into it. The red team's checking into this Larry Johnson. It sounds like he's CIA. And is that correct?
Is that correct? Oh, sure, totally.
Right, that's the word we're getting. So we're going to check out this Larry Johnson.
Checking him out.
And I just want to interrupt you because that's what they're out there. They're trying everything they can right now to destroy the message coming out of this summit or this summit.
Yeah, there is no message coming out of the summit. They're just accurately reporting what's happening. We got kitties in the background. That's Miss Misty. Miss Misty back there. What's up, Miss Misty? We got Violet over here too, but you can't really see Violet. You want to come over here and say hello, Violet, to everybody? Say thank everybody. Thank everybody for donating tonight. Can't really see her little black ass. Come over closer so people can see you. There you are. Yeah. She's like, I didn't say stop petting me, Daddy. No. Put your ass in my face. All right. So then at the Cyber Symposium, even the maggots were becoming disenfranchised. Even ZZ Bottom here were not happy that no information was provided to them. They paid lots of money to come out. They believed the hype, and he didn't bring the goods.
How you guys doing? So I wanted to give you a quick update from yesterday at the Cyber Symposium up here in Sioux Falls. So a lot of information, not a whole lot of evidence. I think that's what I have the takeaway. There was some announcement at 7 o'clock with some breaking news that should have blown it out of the water. Not that it wasn't a lot of information. The current Secretary of the State of Colorado basically framed a county clerk for releasing the passwords that only she
didn't
had.
Frame anybody. She gave out the information to people that weren't supposed to have access to private voter data, and they're investigating her exactly like they should. They're not supposed to just give our voting data out to anybody. That's private.
Access to. So other than that, I mean, to me, it's a kind of a nothing burger, but, I'm looking forward to some evidence today, and I think that hopefully we'll get through that. I just wanted to give.
You didn't get any. You went home disappointed, you fucking idiots. You believe Mike Lindell, and so a fool of their money is soon parted. And so then on day 3, he comes out there and he's like visibly shaken. He's shook, yo. And he doesn't have the information, so he has to play the victim even harder than he's already been playing it. So he claims that Antifa attacked him at his hotel. Keep in mind, this never happened. No doubt the hotel has security cameras everywhere. He claims that he has the best security money can buy. I don't know where they are. And also the police, which I'm going to show you in a minute, said this never happened. But what does that matter when you're a con man?
Last night when I got to the hotel, I was attacked. And Phil, here we're going to talk about where we're going today in light of this. So Colonel, go ahead.
He about to cry.
So in addition to the red team,
you love to see it, folks. You love to see it. Could have happened to a bigger fucking scumbag. So later he was asked for details on the Antifa attack, and here's what he claims happened.
Oh, and Kendra and I were walking, and we got our key, and I turned around, and you got to realize I've been in bad places before. I've had swords to my throat. I've had guns to my head. I owned bar for 13 years, and you had to read people.
Sure.
And I walked. We went back. We turned back. I go, come on, we gotta go. And 2 guys kind of ran down the thing by the elevator there. And he goes, can I get a picture? But the way he was running, it wasn't like a fan. It was like just something different. And so I took the picture, and then this other guy came up out of nowhere, and he goes, I want one too. And he put his arm up, and he stuck his thing. It was so much pressure. I mean, and I just knew if I did anything, there was something more coming. And he jammed it in to where it was just piercing pain. And I'm just going, and I acted like, that I didn't feel anything. And I'm sitting there like that, and I go, okay, do you have it? Well, what I think now after then we let go, and the guy looks at me, and I mean, it was like I was almost doubled over. And the other guy then was like this, and it seemed like he was going to grab me. And Kendra's not knowing, because I'm not letting out any pain, pulled into the elevator, and I got upstairs, and I'm buckled over, and she said, what's up? I said, that guy tried to hurt me. I didn't know what he was doing, but I think what he was doing, if I would have reacted, I think they were videotaping, and I think it was a setup. Like if I'd either fought back, and they would have said, oh, look what Mike Lindell does with pictures, or if I'd have turned, there was something else that he might have done. Sure. And I think that was, but it was so bad. It was.
He was attacked in a way that even the person who was with him didn't know he was attacked. So yeah, bullshit, dude. Literally, somebody wanted a picture with you. And the good news is we have an artist recreation of the attack on Mike Lindell. Here it is. Oh, no, Mike. No. Good God. Shh. Brutal. Fucking brutal. Now I feel bad for the guy. And, but yeah, like I said, folks, it never happened. Here's the Sioux Falls where the symposium took place. They asked the police about it.
One of the domestics, but that was a person that had a rifle, and they were going to do some checking, but there's some follow-up to do. And that's all I have. No, I heard that, I had a couple of calls about Mike Lindell said he was assaulted in Sioux Falls. I don't have any reports on that. I believe we're going to have an officer stop out and talk to him just to clarify that, to find out if there was an assault, to make a report. But at this point, we don't have any reports yet.
Yeah, Mike said he talked to the police, but he didn't. No police report, nothing whatsoever, because he wasn't attacked. Never happened. But why stop the lies now? And folks, there's a good reason he didn't have the goods he's been promising for months and months. Antifas! All the Antifas! They broke in to the Cyber Symposium and they fucked everything up. They were working hand in hand with the media, probably CNN. was just letting Antifas in to fuck with everything. It's true.
There were so many bad. They said there was Antifa that was here.
Infiltrated.
Infiltrated.
Switching out. Now, they had to be working with media.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yep.
There had to be corrupt media giving them their name tags so that they could switch it out. So they're working with them. Working with them, people.
Yes, yep. They were working with them.
Totally happened. No evidence. But just believe me. Just believe me, y'all. Would I lie to you? I'm Mike Lindell. And, this is just to show you the kind of crazy shit this crackhead was saying, folks.
I've been down this track with evil. And I've been in Mexico where they were cutting my head off.
That's right, folks. In Mexico, they cut his head off a bunch of times. All the times cutting his head off in Mexico. So, he knows bad shit when he sees it. And then, here's another interesting. So last up, this is the last Cyber Symposium piece. So CNN was there. He invited all the news media to come cover his brilliant information, all his evidence that he was going to release. So they sent this guy, I love this guy. They sent him out there to question Mike Lindell. They also sent a bunch of cyber experts out there to look at the information. They reported they weren't given any evidence. They weren't given the PCAPs at all. He just lied about it. But so then when he's called out for it, Mike Lindell's going to be like, hey, just forget about the evidence. Yeah. I mean, sure, the entire point of this 3-day symposium was for me to give the evidence so the Supreme Court would pull down the election 9-0, but just forget about that, says Mike Lindell.
Correct. If you have that evidence.
No. Why? Just forget about the evidence. If I'm right that China took our country
forget about
right
the
now,
evidence.
Do you care? Would that bother you? Would that bother you?
But you have to show the proof for it,
No,
right?
would that bother you?
Of course it would.
Okay, then why do you think I keep going? Do you think I like getting attacked?
Lindell invited the media and cyber experts to the symposium to vet his claims. We went along and brought Harry Hursty, a world-renowned cyber and voting machines expert.
If you see something in there, if you see some data that does seem legit, that does show that there was some sort of fraud, you're ready to investigate it, right?
Absolutely. I will follow the evidence wherever the evidence will go.
This was attacked. The whole technology was attacked.
So the conference was supposed to begin about an hour ago, but Lindell is having some problems with streaming live the event on his website. He's claiming, without any evidence, that it's because of an attack, that his systems have been attacked.
It's always the victim.
There's hacks and cyber attacks every day, as you can see.
And it went downhill from there. Lindell ultimately didn't produce the data to prove his claim the election was stolen by China.
I think the guy makes a wonderful pillow, but I wish some of this information would have been organized a little better.
Were you given any data at all from the 2020 election? Anything useful, anything that would show any sort of fraud?
We were not given any kind of raw data which we would even be able to start to look in that.
But if your stuff is legit, if the data is legit, wouldn't it be better for you to hand it over to as many cyber experts as possible?
You know why? I'll give you the answer. Because I've been told that they can go out there and corrupt it and make fake stuff and put fake news out. So I don't need your people to go out and doctor the evidence and put out on Mike Lindell's a conspiracy.
But you have been saying for months, media, experts, everybody come, see the data.
We're showing it right on screen right now. So you can't sit here and do a hit piece when it's on screen right now.
To your knowledge, was anything on those screens proof of Lindell's claims that the election had been stolen?
Based on everything we found, that is meaningless. There was nothing there you can compare to draw any conclusions.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a computer guy. I don't know what most of this stuff means, but I've been researching this election since November 3rd. But the CNNs of the world, you guys need to start reporting this and stop fact-checking it.
Yay!
And in case you needed more proof this is a sham, Ron Watkins spoke remotely at the conference for hours.
So what I said was...
He was allegedly behind the QAnon movement, according to a HBO documentary, an allegation he denies.
Do you understand? All I need is for all those experts to say, yep, it's from the 2020 election.
But that's not proving the election was rigged, though, right?
I have that proved with my people that we're bringing to the Supreme Court. I don't need the media driving the narrative before my case to the Supreme Court.
At this point.
We expected a huge pile of data which we wouldn't be able to understand and how it can be evidence. We didn't expect there's no pile of anything.
There's not even a pile of bullshit here. There's just a pile of nothing.
There's only a pile of nothing.
No evidence of election fraud here, but plenty of promotions for pillows and other products.
Got bathrobes, slippers, pajamas, bath mats. So go look at what you like. There's so much cute stuff.
Oh, Donny.
Oh, Donny. So anyway, nothing burger. So disappointing. I thought that we're going to at least be able to debunk something, but nothing was provided. So, like, hard to believe he went through with it, having nothing whatsoever to show. But like I said, I really think the guy is so delusional. He thought God was going to create a miracle. And unfortunately for him, God doesn't exist. And if he did, he wouldn't like you, Mike Lindell. Fucking trash human. And all right, that is my Cyber Symposium coverage, folks. I suffered for your entertainment. You're welcome, assholes. Marcel Robinson, I'm going to keep asking the question, is Mike Lindell back on that stuff again? What do you mean back on it? He was never off of it. He's not a former crack addict. He is the president of the company of crack addicts. Timmy, belly rubs for all your kitties, cats, and puppy dogs. Yeah, I tried to rub her belly and she was scratching at me. She's been an asshole. What you been an asshole for? You love daddy. She's like, I'm not in the mood right now. I don't always have to be in the mood for your pets, daddy. Okay, no means no. Shufar, hey Dusty, digging the show. Buy a cup of la coffee on me, brother. Hell yeah, I will. I mean, I don't drink coffee because I don't like black coffee and I don't eat sugar, but I will buy me something cool in your honor, so thank you. James Magnum, have you seen David Pakman's interview with Mike Lindell? No. Pakman understand me looked like he was witnessing a slow motion train wreck. Is it recent? I'd have to check that out. So we're gonna say, okay, brother, that sounded wrong. Forgive me, man. I broke my back in a car crash 3 days ago and on pain meds. Love you, man. Have a good weekend. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds terrible, man. You stay on your pills. That seems like you need pills. You're doing what you need to be doing. Empress says, Bob, Kamramani, John Pelosi, and now maxed out my Mentat Triad. Mentat. Isn't that from Fallout? I got Fallout 76 yesterday. It was on sale. So if anybody has Fallout 76 and wants to play it with me, you might could. We'll see what happens. Not you, Dusty. Never heard of NoFX? Nope. And you call yourself an atheist? Not usually anymore. I'm not really a part of that whole community anymore, but great work, Dusty. Thanks, Joe LaFaro. Vincenz AB, the cyber crowd are the same people who believe in chemtrails. Let's let them have fun and keep them away from the polls. Yeah, at least mostly they're unvaccinated, so they're all hanging out together, so. Tyler D, what do you think of ContraPoint's Envy of the Rich vid? Also, name of documentary of Russian troll farms. That was called, what the fuck was that called? Damn, I have to look it up and remember what it was called. I tried to watch ContraPoint's Envy video on Twitch on the last after show, and we only made it about 20 minutes, and I had to tap out because it's just not for me. That video, what she's putting out is just not for me, folks. Like, I like her, it's fine and everything, but I'm not interested in it. It was long-winded, and I don't care what she has to say about that topic, so it just had to turn it off. But other people like it. Other people love it. They love her. She's the queen, all that stuff. Well, good. Like, if you enjoy that, I'm happy that exists for you to enjoy. It's just, I'm just not the target audience for that material. Thank you. I love you. Would take you out if I could. Well, if you guys are ever in the middle of Mississippi, let me know. I'll let you buy me Chinese food or something. Kaylee Hardy, good article in the New York Times today about rural police shootings. Check it out. I will. I canceled my New York Times subscription because I don't ever read the fucking New York Times. They almost never have any good articles. So, of course, as soon as I cancel, they have something. All right. Nothing else. ZZ Bottom is the funniest insult. Hug a kitty for me. I'll try, but she being kind of an asshole. Don't scratch me, kitty. Don't scratch me. I died laughing when he said there's not even a pile of BS. It's just a pal. Yep, it's just Mike Lindell. That's the pile of BS. All right. More super chats, please, if you guys want to. Hit the like button. Like it up. You sons of fucks. And now, gonna do this section I brought back. Got a big one this week. So let me see if I can kill the song. So, my Corona. Close enough. And first off on my Corona, it's Plague Boy Summer. God damn it. Hey guys, chill out in there. I know. Chet Hanks is the. Hey! Would you stop it? Sorry, I don't mean to yell at you guys. They're having a full-on cat war in there. I know Chet Hanks is the goddamn worst. So I like Tom Hanks. Always love Tom Hanks, but I gotta question his parenting ability at this point. When you raise a piece of human garbage like Chet Hanks. He put out this video even after both his parents suffered with coronavirus. This is the garbage this dude puts out.
Hey guys, so just checking in. Look, I've been kind of on the fence about this for a while. That's why I've never spoke on it. But with the amount of people that I know recently that have gotten COVID, and with like the numbers rising, I think it's important for me to say, like, I got the vaccine. I think everybody should. I think it's really important, like, that we all do this just as like citizens, as Americans. We have to look out for each other and get this shit under control, guys. So like, I suggest to all my followers, you guys set an appointment and get the vaccine first thing. Psych! Bitch! If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I never had COVID. You ain't sticking me with that motherfucking needle. It's the motherfucking flu. Get over it, okay? If you're sick, stay inside. I'm tired of having, okay? Why are we working around y'all? If you're in danger, stay your ass inside. I'm tired of wearing a motherfucking mask. Hey,
good God, imagine being a grown man screaming, psych! Just trash, so privileged. Never worked a day in his life. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Tom Hanks, need to be disowning your fucking idiot here. And this is the kind of people that listen to Chet Hanks. Yeah, the vax ruins girls' pussies. Oh, this guy would know all about it. He's clearly had access to a lot of female vaginas in his recent life. Oh my God, it's just so sad. This could all be a section of her trash world, but there's so much of this. And I have no idea who this person is, but apparently at once upon a time, she was a Disney actress on a show called Good Luck Charlie. And she gotta pretend like, I quit Hollywood. Hollywood quit you. Hollywood ain't beating down your fucking door. So now, she's one of these school board zombies. I have several examples of this, but they're back, folks. The zombies, they're looking for brains because they ain't got any. And they're all invading school boards all across the United States. This happened in Franklin, Tennessee, which is one of the richest sections of Tennessee. They're freaking out because they want kids to wear masks during a pandemic. And here's her statement about it.
My name's Lee Allen Baker, and I'm a California refugee. I gave up everything there, a really successful Hollywood career, television shows, gave it all up for freedom and to come to this friendly place.
You didn't give it up. After your show was canceled, no one wanted anything to do with you anymore. And so here's the sad part about what I'm about to show you, folks. It's not the stupid shit she's saying. Yeah, that's depressing, but the real depressing part is all the hoots and hollering. All the people giving her an ovation, smiling like she's owning people, like she's saying smart shit, backing her up. The fact that she has so much support, that's what's truly depressing here.
See and be greeted with open arms, and I love it here. I wanted to tell you that I have 2 vaccine-injured children, and they have medical exemptions because
vaccine-injured children.
After the seizures and the hospitalizations, after all of their immunizations, I was granted, obviously, a medical exemption. So my children are those rare children that will just not be able to get the vaccine. And still, I would never put them in a mask because their brain needs oxygen to grow, which the neurologist can confirm. Anyway, the real part of the clown show is that you all think that you actually have the authority to mandate this. Because
look at all these Karens down. It's, yeah, slay queen, yeah. Even though your kids aren't vaccinated, don't make them wear masks. Yeah, put them in school around a bunch of disease spreaders. I'm sure they'll be fine.
There are these books that I have, and I have them as a gift for you. The Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and the Federalist Papers.
She's owning them. This is awesome. Being a patron is so cool. I just hate everything about all of you. Good God. Rooting for the virus. Just kidding.
And I have them as a gift for you. The Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. Yes, ma'am. The Bill of Rights. And the Federalist Papers, and also the Bible. And these guarantee my freedom and yours and our children's to breathe oxygen.
The Bible guarantees your right to breathe oxygen. Oh my God, folks. It's a death cult. We're doomed. This country's doomed. I'm just getting started with this shit too. I'm just getting started and we're already fucking doomed. Here's another example. More zombies at the local school board meetings. Look how emotional they are. Look how fragile they are. And yet, listen to the hooting and hollering in the background of people who have their backs and give them support.
It is my child, my choice. Let me give you an example. Your chairwoman or vice chair who isn't here today, she is very proud to earn the Planned Parenthood Advocates of Virginia's endorsement, access to reproductive care, to protect the rights of everybody. So when it comes to abortion, she's okay, my body, my choice. But when it comes to our children, ma'am, let's get back to, this is about masks. When it's my body, my kid's body, his choice. I'm the parent. That's on topic. Don't disrupt me.
Fuck you.
You always do that. I'm talking about masks. I'm trying to be nice. But
trying to be nice.
Cutting us off.
Don't make me be an asshole.
I'm serious.
I'm serious.
This is another thing I'm going to hold up. My child, all children have fears. This is Beverly Anderson, posted this on her Facebook. Quick reality check. This is intubation in case the mask seems uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
The boogeyman that your kids worry about under the bed are the school board members that are sitting up there. And yes, I'm pissed. Go ahead. Are you pointing for him to get me out of here? I have First Amendment rights. I could be angry because I have a kid who is going to be masked all day, and that is not okay. It's his body. I'm his parent. I get to choose what goes on him. And if you get somebody...
Yeah. What happened to facts don't care about your feelings, you overly emotional moonbat?
Get me out of here. Go ahead. Do it. Do it. The nation's watching. Do it. Because I have my First Amendment rights. What you guys are doing is wrong. Do it. Use me as an example. Use me. Please. Because what you guys are doing is wrong. You guys have attacked me. Dottie Holtz, you have put my real name, which put my son in danger, out on Facebook. And then you made fun of me. Wearing a mask. Mask. I said the word mask. I'm on topic. Wearing a mask and gloves while my mom was dying in a nursing home last year during COVID. So yes, I did wear a mask back then, so I could be with her when she died.
So your mom literally died of COVID, and you're still an anti-masker? I mean, oh my God, just... I want to scream, but I can't.
You're all mean girls, except for Laura, Vicky, and Carolyn.
You're all mean girls.
You're mean girls, and everybody knows it. And
You're
feel sorry
50!
For the other three, because I don't know how they work with you every day. And you're going to vote against masks. You're going to say, let our kids wear masks because it's a vindictive thing for you. That's all it is. It's all about vindictive and being...
Oh, she didn't say her mom died of COVID? Okay. Well, it sounded like that's what she said to me, but maybe she didn't.
Schoolgirls that we all hated in school. But I have made it my life mission to fight you. We will recall you. We will get rid of Spence. And it is my mission. My son probably won't be going to 12th grade this year. And you've already tried to find out if he was in school. Yes, he is in school. You touch him, you will have a lawsuit on you. You put his name out there, yeah, you wanted to. So you know what? This masking has gotten really ugly, really fast. Chesapeake just said no masks. So does COVID not? Does COVID?
30 seconds.
Does COVID know how to drive over to Chesapeake and stop at the border?
Hey, they're not being reasonable, responsible adults with their children, so why should we? Infallible logic.
And not go in? Seriously. Y'all are a bunch of bullies. Those little kids deserve better, and I am going to make sure every parent, I give them the option of, hey, homeschool. I'll start a homeschool. I don't care. I'm going to do whatever it takes to
You're going to show us. Keep your fucking disease spreaders at goddamn home. I 100% encourage you to do so. Please, Karen. Start a homeschool for whatever you're raising, please. But folks, It gets even worse. That's not even the worst one. But before we get to the worst one, here's one more. The QAnon people have been communicating on the internet telling each other, hey, go invade the school board meetings. Turn it into a shit show. And they're absolutely doing so. 2.8 million views for this Karen.
I'm from Overland Park, and I'm here for the children. There is zero evidence that COVID-19 exists in the world. PCR tests are recalled. This is a plandemic. Fake virus.
It's a plandemic. The plane.
Bioweapon jab. Fake president. You will not experiment on my children. It's always been about the children. We know you're coming for the children. We will not comply. We will answer to God. People are waking up. Nothing can stop what is coming. You vote yes, you will all be tried for crimes against humanity. Children don't disappear. 800,000 children in the United States disappear.
Okay, wait a minute. You just said children don't disappear, and then you say 800,000 children disappear? Not following the logic.
Where do they go? Human trafficking is the real pandemic. The mainstream media doesn't cover it. There's no virus. The media is the virus. The politicians, Hollywood, are all involved. Please vote no today. I'm begging you. I want you to think real hard about these children. Trump won.
Trump won. Just the minds of 8-year-olds. Just so sad. But like I said, folks, that's not even the worst one. So here's one where they invited medical professionals to come into the school board and explain to the parents why they need to wear masks, why it's important. Literally experts just trying to educate you so you'll be informed. Don't they always say this? Hey, let's listen to the doctors. Let's listen to the experts. So here's how they treated the experts, folks. They surrounded their car as they left the meetings. They threatened them. They told them, we know where you live, we know who you are, and we will find you. To doctors, trying to save the lives of them and their children. This is what our country's become.
There's a bad place in hell, and everybody's taking notes, buddy. Keep that little smug. Yeah.
I want to see your face and we know what you look like. That's what they're screaming. Take your mask off. It's scary.
Fine job, you boys do protecting us. Really, I'll give you a try. Put it back on. Put your mask on.
Get stuck in that bacteria. How do you like that? We know who you are. We know who you are.
Keep it calm.
No more masks.
Keep it calm. Keep it calm.
No more masks.
We know who you are. And that guy's acting like the pink shirt guy. Like he's the voice of reason. Keep it calm. Keep it calm. But even he's going to tell the guy, we know who you are. We'll find you. Threatening the shit out of him, even though he's pretending to be the voice of reason.
These guys' side, they're on our side.
No, they're not. They're not on our side.
The police are on our side. The police are on our side. Let's calm down.
Yes.
Calm down. We know who you are. We know who you are. You can leave freely, but we will find you, and we know who you are.
You can leave freely, but we will find you.
Be allowed in public again. You will never be allowed. You never let it be allowed in public again.
You will never be allowed to be in public again.
Let's let them out. Let them out. Come on.
You better watch out. You better watch out.
Keep it calm. Everybody back up. Everybody back up. Back up. I'm back, man. I'm on your side.
Scary.
I'm a parent.
Give me a lane.
You're good.
Peace. Be easy.
Everyone.
Like if the cops weren't there, they would literally kill these people. They would lynch them in the street. Trumpism has just changed everything. It has made these moonbats feel comfortable about coming out of the woodwork and just being crazy as shit in public with no repercussions whatsoever. Yeah, peace, but we know who you are and we will find you. Screaming at experts trying to save their lives, folks. We are fucking doomed in this country now. It's too far gone, I think. Oh, they deleted that. What? What was that? Fuck. Oh yeah, 4 Broward County, Florida educators die from COVID-19 in 24 hours, so that's great. I don't know why they deleted that, though. And then the governor of Alabama, who's a fucking idiot, who's feckless, who's done very little to curb COVID-19, is actually trying to do a little bit of good, going out there telling people, get vaccinated. It's serious. Like 8 states are responsible now for 51% of the COVID cases. So maybe we want to take this seriously. And his own constituents, his own followers, the people that voted for him, are screaming conspiracy theories at him for simply saying they should be vaccinated.
COVID is real. People get sick from... All right, so let's identify. Would you all like to be recognized with them, or would you just like to yell? We're going to be living with people dying if we do not increase our vaccination rates. So I still need to get that message out. And so it sounds like some people want low vaccination rates. Okay.
Look at that. They're literally cheering for low vaccination rates, folks. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh to keep from crying now. It's so ridiculous.
So, ma'am, don't give her the mic.
Out by the WHO in October or November.
So explain to me why there are so many that have the vaccine that are getting the virus. I can name what's in the vaccine. Give me the insert sheet. So if informed consent means you tell me what you put in my body. If Mr. Doctor gives me a vial and says, trust me, I'll give you a vial. You trust me.
Every SARS-2 COVID vaccine that's available on the market is manufactured using aborted fetal tissue. I have been praying that God himself will step in so that Christians are not forced by their employers and a mandate to get the vaccine. Yet, even if God does not, I will not bow. And with all respect,
she's so pious and godly, isn't she?
And with all respect, Governor, we love you and appreciate you, but God will not hold you guiltless if you fail to stand up for the Christians who believe it is in their right to abstain from the vaccine.
Death cult.
The numbers, again, are being manipulated to try to force unvaccinated people towards a mandated vaccine. And I know you may not see that now, but it's down the road. Everything that was a conspiracy 6 months ago is now coming to fruition. And 6 months ago, the story's going to be different.
Thank you.
My whole family had COVID. But let me tell you something. All of us took the therapeutics from day one. And if doctors were allowed to tell the truth and treat their patients with these therapeutics, we would not have hospitals full of sick people dying, okay? Don't smirk at me, Governor. You should care on both sides of the aisle.
Look how much support they have.
What will save lives.
The crazy people have taken over the asylum. It's all crazy people at these events now. Like, where is the counter voices? They're just drowned out. They're nowhere to be found. They get shouted down because of all the nutters. And here in Mississippi, yep, one of the worst cases of COVID in the world. Mississippi, this is where we are. 50 beds will be installed here in a concrete garage because the hospitals are so overwhelmed. They're having to set up COVID centers in the goddamn garage of Mississippi. Yep. Mississippi largest hospital converting garages to COVID ward as states short on ICU beds. That's a hoax, isn't it, folks? Doesn't exist. Public health officials, Jim Craig, also Mississippi, confirmed that Mississippi leaders asked the Biden administration to send a U.S. military hospital ship in a last-ditch attempt to prevent the state's hospital system from falling into complete collapse. This is what's happening here. But yet, our governor, Taint Reeves, is accusing people of wearing masks of virtue signaling. Like, first of all, why the fuck is a governor using the word virtue signaling? Why is he hanging out at 4chan picking up this stupid bullshit? So his health director is standing behind him with a mask. His health director, who's been vaccinated, is standing behind him wearing a mask because that's what the CDC says you're supposed to do. Taint Reeves is screaming at a reporter who's been vaccinating and wearing a mask that he is virtue signaling. With Mississippi State Health Officer Dr. Thomas Dobbs standing behind him wearing a mask, Governor Taint Reeves criticized reporters for wearing masks despite being vaccinated. If you really want to virtue signal, why are you in this room? Why don't you go to your house and lock yourself up? Yeah. Why are you covering the news? Before Governor Taint Reeves described vaccinated people wearing masks as virtue signaling, the state officer encouraged masks for all, vax or not. Dr. Dobbs, the phase we are in is now in the phase of doing things safely. It's critical to wear masks in public and use common sense. Mississippi State Health Officer Dr. Dobbs, we do know kids in a structured setting with masks on is the right thing to do to keep kids safe. Then Governor Taint Reeves gets up and says, I have no intention of issuing a statewide mask mandate in schools. So don't give a shit, folks. It's a death cult. This guy will be rewarded for it, Taint Reeves. They'll reelect him. There's no punishment for killing off your own constituents when the goddamn vast majority of this state are just brainwashed shitheads who won't even do the bare minimum to protect themselves, their children, or their fellow citizens. It's just so fucking sad. And Florida, the same way. Record numbers of COVID all across Florida. Ron DeSantis is saying, hey, I don't want to hear a goddamn peep out of Joe Biden until the border is secure because, yeah, it's brown people, folks. Brown people is what's causing all you white shitheads in Florida who are anti-vaxxers to catch COVID. But now he's begging for ventilators because the health system in Florida is being overrun.
Cases and hospitalizations.
And Florida is also requesting hundreds of ventilators from the federal government. Let's go to Local 10's Bridget Matter live right now with the latest on the summer surge. Bridget.
Calvin, Florida's hospitalization rate is 3 times the national rate. Hospitals are filling up here. This as that summer surge has little sign of slowing down.
The COVID-19 pandemic has a tight grip on Florida, America's epicenter for the pandemic, with close to 24,000 new cases reported Friday, another record breaker.
99.5% of the deaths that we have because of COVID are in the unvaccinated population.
Dr. Joshua Lentjes, an internist at Broward Health, says bed capacity is at 90%, medical staff close to a breaking point.
The nurses, the physicians, they've passed burnout a long time ago. This is sheer exhaustion.
Jared Moskowitz, the former director of emergency management, is now coordinating COVID response in South Florida. He says with an explosion of cases, testing is ramping back up.
But the test... I just want to say, folks, like, maybe insurance should not cover people who are unvaccinated who get COVID. Just saying. Like, how insurance works is all of us, our premiums go up when people don't behave like adults, when they don't act responsibly. We have to pay for it. Maybe insurance should not cover it anymore. If you want to be unvaccinated, fine. But your insurance doesn't cover it anymore. If you get sick, it has to come out of your goddamn pocket. In fact, what we really should have is we should have tax credits for being vaccinated. Instead of having child tax credits, how about vaccine tax credits? Reward us for being mature adults and doing the right thing. That's what I say. And it's not just Florida, Mississippi, Arkansas, Florida, and Texas. Look how Texas is owning the libs. Breaking, Governor Greg Abbott announces Texas will be seeking out-of-state healthcare personnel to help with the latest surge. And he is asking hospitals to voluntarily postpone elective medical procedures. It's always the conservative pro-Trump states, folks. That's who's causing the vast majority of these problems. So, like, I don't know, thoughts and prayers. Like, I'm starting to root for the vax a little bit. I hate that normal people are going to get sick. I hate that some people that are vaccinated are going to die. That sucks. But I don't know. Sort of becomes survival of the fittest after a while, in my opinion. But don't worry. Here's the kind of people that conservatives are voting into the highest political body in the land. Here's Marjorie Taylor Greene saying, hey, what's the big deal about COVID? You gotta die sometime. People are dying of all kinds of stuff. It's only like 30% in the hospitals from COVID. That's no big deal, is it?
So this is concerning to me, and that's why I'm saying there's more research needed by the FDA before the FDA approves these vaccines. Because here's the problem, Anna. Once the vaccines are approved by the FDA, we are going to see the mandates for vaccines ramp up far more than they are right now. They're going to be mandated, and I fear they'll become law in some cities and some states. Biden would love to make it the law of the land, and I think that's completely wrong. Again, I'm not anti-vax. I am completely for people being allowed to make choices, medical choices for themselves and their families. And I don't think the FDA should approve a vaccine that it doesn't seem to be that effective, especially with COVID-19 raging all over the country.
It's extremely effective.
That's what the media tells us every single day.
Because of the unvaccinated.
Local hospitals here in my district and here in my state, yes, the waiting rooms get full, but guess what? The waiting rooms are full of all kinds of things, not just COVID, some, car accidents, trauma, other illnesses, cancer, and so forth. But they're seeing about 30% of those numbers being COVID cases. So while the news tries to tell us the hospitals are slam-packed with COVID, that's just not the case. Everyone needs to get back down to common sense and remember that, we're human. We can't live forever. We are going to catch all kinds of diseases and illnesses and other viruses, and we get hurt sometimes. So I'm all for let's be rational with this. Let's be careful. Let's be cautious. And let's not turn into an authoritarian regime that forces shots in arms of people that don't want it.
That's right, folks. You gotta die of something. Why not COVID? Who cares what you die of? Shh. Just be happy. I don't know, whatever. God damn it. And folks, like I told you earlier, the intellectual dark web is killing people. Brett Weinstein has been pushing ivermectin and anti-vax bullshit because that's all they got. They have to lean hard into their right-wing cult that they formed while they pretend to be, lefties or center lefts like Tim Pool does. Almost the entirety of their audience are just right-wing shitheads. So that's all they have. They have to lean into it because they're addicted to the money they're making. So here he is on his popular podcast, Red Pilled on COVID vaccine. Yeah, people need to watch this. This is what the guy that died, I showed you last week, the lawyer who refused to get vaccinated because he listened to Brett Weinstein, died horribly in his own house, refusing to call the ambulance. Yeah, he was posting Brett Weinstein's advice because Brett Weinstein is supposedly a genius professor that people are actually listening to, and he's killing them. Why is this information being blocked? Big tech censorship over COVID treatments. Yeah. More stuff from Brett Weinstein. Here he says, ivermectin has been around for 40 years. There have been more than 4 billion doses administered in that time. Yeah, to sheep and animals. And its risk profile is extremely well known. Frontline doctors across the world have reported that it's not only safe, but extremely effective in successfully treating COVID-19. It's not. He is spreading misinformation from Brett Weinstein. Here's the latest major study. Major study of ivermectin. The anti-vaccine crowd's latest COVID drug finds no effect whatsoever. Ivermectin, the latest supposed treatment for COVID-19, being touted by anti-vaccination groups, had no effect whatsoever on the disease, according to a large patient study. So when presented with the evidence that Brett Weinstein is killing his viewers by spreading anti-vax and ivermectin bullshit, this is how he responded. I know what you're thinking. Hey, he took full responsibility, right? He said he's not going to do this in the future. He's going to be better about his platform, right? No responsibility whatsoever, because why would he?
In essence, you will find many people saying, well, you know, lives are at stake, and what you are saying on your podcast is going to result in the death of people.
Yes.
And this is, on the one hand, as we ourselves have said before anyone else said it about us, obviously there are lives at stake, and so we take this very seriously.
You don't take it seriously. You're not qualified to speak on the subject you're speaking on. Yet, because of your position in the intellectual dark web, the idiots that watch you believe you are, you're spreading misinformation. People are following this information and they're dying.
On the other hand, it is cheating to hold us responsible for this.
It's not. You are responsible. If you spread bullshit on your giant platform, if other people listen to your bullshit and it costs them their lives, you are at least partially responsible. That's what platform responsibility is all about. The larger your platform, the more responsibility you have not to spread bullshit. God damn it, these are the same exact people, these Jordan Peterson acolytes. Take responsibility. Don't play the victim. Don't blame other people. They never take responsibility for anything.
The correct, honorable way to do this is to recognize that lives are at stake in the public.
And if you're not in a position where you're qualified to speak on these subjects, you don't fucking speak on them.
Health policy questions and your personal health decisions with respect to how you choose to protect yourself from COVID. That is true. What that means is that a great deal rests on how the evidence is interpreted. And it is true, you can certainly protect yourself from the accusation that you will be responsible for other people's health consequences and possibly deaths by not saying anything.
By not speaking about things you're not qualified to speak on and spreading disinformation. Exactly. That's how you stop from being responsible. Like, good God. How do conservatives follow this?
It's true. You can simply not say anything, or you can embrace the
that's the responsible thing to do.
Conventional wisdom as dispensed by public health authorities.
Right, exactly. You could dispense the wisdom put out by the experts on the subject.
And then who could possibly hold you responsible?
Exactly.
On the other hand, you've watched those
but
public health officials fail again.
That's what science does. Science learns from their mistakes. They update the information and they put out better information. Unlike you, who's not qualified and just puts out bullshit that gets people killed. You jackass.
Again and again. And we can talk about why they might be failing. There are at least two reasons on the table. One of them...
because they're human beings and we don't have all the information, and they have to collect information as they get it and then update the knowledge base.
Is incompetence, inability to read what is...
Says the incredibly incompetent guy who's getting his own viewers killed. All right, we're going to skip. I'm tired of this guy. One more. Oh, my corona. And, oh, yeah. Stop threatening me with a good time, Paul Joseph Watson. Obviously, chud-ass Paul Joseph Watson. It's time to avoid the vaccinated. Well, first off, we know you avoid everybody, Paul Joseph Watson. We know you never leave your house. Yes, I know I'm a hypocrite. Pot calling the kettle black, but still, please, if you're unvaccinated, avoid the vaccinated. You sure will show us. All you unvaccinated, they're getting real like, I can't say it, never mind. I'll get in trouble for saying that. But anyway, all right, that is my corona coverage. Depressing. We're fucked. It's a death cult. God damn it. Hit the like button, everybody. Marcel Robinson, I never expect people like Brett Weinstein to ever take responsibility for the things they say. It's always blame somebody or something else. Yeah, I mean, he has no shame whatsoever. They're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, and they literally do not give a fuck. Like, how much money is enough? At what point do you be like, okay, well, I've got enough money. Maybe I shouldn't kill people anymore. But they just have no morals, no set of ethics whatsoever. Just scum of the earth. Keep it over 1972. Dusty. Some of the vaccine research came from earlier research from earlier forms of the virus. That's how we got the vaccines. Yeah, they've been doing research on this for 20 years on the mRNA shit. So, true story. Nays Garden, my tweet said, no hospital care for the unvaxxed. I mean, I think they should be able to get hospital care. Just they have to pay for it out of pocket. That should nip a lot of that shit in the bud. Keep it lower. Dusty, I wish I could convince people I know to take the vaccine. Like you said, no one is forcing a vaccine shot on you. I just think every private business should be able to deny service to anybody not vaccinated. You know, airlines, you don't get to go. Public buildings, don't get to go in them. You don't have to get it, but you have to experience the consequences of your actions for not being a mature adult that cares about your fellow citizens. Marcel Robinson's the U.S. is at its rebellious teenage stage. They're even before that. They're like 5-year-olds. Like Trump has just fucked the system. Beach Station 2009, the anti-mask town hall Karens. Dang, Sable really fell off. Oh, shit. Didn't Sable marry Brock Lesnar? Are they still married? Marcel Robinson, at this point, I'm Team COVID-19. I can't say that, but you can, and I will repeat it. Cumulative 1972, Dusty, vaccines got rid of polio. True story. And smallpox, yep, and chickenpox. I think later, yep, I remember having chickenpox. I wouldn't want anybody to have that. I don't think I ever got chickenpox. I'm not even sure I ever got vaccinated for chickenpox. Shh, maybe I need to go get a chickenpox vaccine. Kaylee Hardy, don't give those people oxygen. They just wasted. I know they need more masks. Marcel Robinson, when Chet gets COVID, I'm going to laugh at him. Surprised he didn't catch it from his parents already. But you think you would have some kind of sympathy towards your own parents, especially if the only thing you have going for you in your life is who your parents are. But not that douche. Fool, don't mess with me. I have been watching you since I was a freshman in high school. I just got a promotion, so I have extra money. I enjoy your show. Take my money. Hell yeah, fool. Old school. Been around since Dusty was dark. All right, I already read that. Anything else pop up? All right, more super chats, please, if you guys want to. Please hit the like button. 30 more minutes in the show. Holy shit, we're only halfway done. It's fine. It's fine. Monday will be here before you know it. I will cover the rest of the stuff on Monday that I don't get to. But we still got plenty of show for you guys, folks. So next up, gonna do... Where is it? Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about chuds and make fun of them. And first off, on the Chud Watch... Oh yeah, Cringeshaw back at it, and it's beautiful, folks. Another glorious example of Frankenstein being killed by Frankenstein's monster. This is what you created, Dan Crenshaw. This is the bed you made. Lie down in it. So here he is, telling the truth, telling people, hey, don't listen to Mike Lindell. Donald Trump is not going to be reinstated as president tomorrow. It's just not going to happen. You people are delusional. And they turned on him, folks. The largest Trump website in the world, Patriots.win, we're shitting all over him, all over the place, making fun of him for missing an eyeball. They turn on the troops the second it's politically expedient to do so. So here he is telling the truth for once, and the crowd he has gathered in his fan base, not liking it very much.
Don't kid yourself into believing that's why we lost. It's not. It's not.
You're wrong.
I'll tell you openly.
You're wrong.
And I'm not wrong.
Yes, you are. I have plenty of proof. I have proof in Arizona, Pennsylvania, and Georgia.
You did the Maricopa.
Yeah.
How did that turn out?
And guess what? It's going to turn out, and it's going to flip.
Okay.
You watch. You're going to see firsthand.
It won't. And you've got to flip all 5 states to make it.
You know how they're stealing the elections?
All right. I'm not going to argue with this. It's just something, look, I'll say it openly. This is something you got to accept. Is there a lot of voters?
He is right.
Probably is. I don't think Trump won. No, absolutely not.
You'll see.
Absolutely not.
You'll see. It's going to happen any second now. You'll see. Even though we've been saying that continuously, it was supposed to happen today. Literally. This is the day, but you'll see. We won't. Delusional moonbats. And, Fox News not hiring the smartest. Maybe this is the best and brightest conservatives can come up with. But, hey, you guys remember when Karl Marx wrote Mein Kampf? Of course you do, because that totally happened.
Check out his podcast, What the Hell is Going On with Critical Race Theory. It was very good, very informative. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mark. On the Princeton point here, you and I have discussed it at the college level, this is fair game. Go ahead and do it, right? I mean, I remember 20 years old going to Trier, Germany, and trying to find the home of Karl Marx because, 1848, he wrote Mein Kampf. I want to know what it was all about. So that's part of the education in America, if you so choose. So
yeah, if you so choose to learn about how Karl Marx wrote Mein Kampf, you can do that in the amazing American education system. Just like, good God, y'all, what the fuck? Not only did he get the wrong person, like, who doesn't know Hitler wrote Mein Kampf? He didn't get the date right. At no time did Marx release any books. 1848, neither did Hitler. Just, oh my God, so depressing. This guy's making $1 million a year. Largest cable news network in the fucking country. And another great example, how do you math? Apparently, Fox News did a poll, folks, and this is a incredibly true and accurate poll, because 59% of Dems said they favor socialism, and only 49% favor capitalism. So they went above and beyond the Call of Duty, folks. They polled 108% of Democrats. So, like, if they would only polled 100% of Democrats, we might say, hey, you didn't do enough in this poll. But we know they went the extra mile by polling 108% of us. So, proof from Fox News once again. Just makes sense. And beyond parody, folks. Like, do they know? Do they know how stupid and crazy this is? Or do they not know? How can you parody this?
And it's a weird thing, Sean. There is a herd mentality among congressional Democrats that they obey Chuck Schumer and their only answer is, sir, yes, sir. And so we fought. And it's a weird thing.
It's a weird thing. They have a butt-like mentality, a herd mentality where they obey one single person. Says Ted Cruz, like, oh God, you're literally in a cult, dude. You're in a cult of 75 million people. It just, I'm so tired. And grifter Candace Owens, back again. Now she's all in favor of landlords. Got to go out there and protect the landlords. She says, sick, that Democrats have convinced people that landlords, many of whom live paycheck to paycheck, are the enemies of fuck landlords. The CDC is pure evil. Yeah, landlords are the good guys, but the Center for Disease Control during a pandemic, that's where the pure evil is. Everything they have done is to ensure that landowners default and owe the big banks. COVID-19 is a communist attempt to kill the middle class. That's right, folks. That's what communists want, isn't it? For the banks to own more property? If I know one thing about communism, it's how much they enjoy banks owning things. That's just communism 101. And never forget, folks, Candace Owens is the same person who declared there is no racism in the United States when she herself literally sued over racism and won $50,000. Got the NAACP to help her out of her lawsuit. And she sued and won. And she also sued her landlord, claiming her landlord had toxic mold in their building and should pay all her bills. Reminder, landlord lover Candace Owens rented a $3,500 apartment, lived there for 6 months rent-free, then claimed she had gotten toxic mold sickness and sued her landlord to avoid paying rent. So just always a grift, always transparent, always ridiculous. They never believe what they say, but conservatives don't care. They don't give a shit. They reward these grifters time and time again, so they have no reason to ever tell the truth. And where you at, Q? Where are you at? GOP strategist arrested for underage sex trafficking. Oh, well, he's not a Democrat, so it doesn't matter, does it, Q? Anton Lazaro, a young Republican strategist and former congressional campaign manager in Minnesota, was arrested on underage sex trafficking charges Thursday morning, according to federal law enforcement. I mean, if it's not priests, if it's not preachers, if it's not somebody in the church, it's conservative operatives almost every fucking time. But it doesn't matter, folks. Who cares if they rape your children? As long as they're not liberals. That's what's really important. And did you guys say this one? Last week, this guy was out patrolling in Portland with a gun that looks very, very much like an AR-15. Apparently, this gun was just an airsoft rifle, but obviously nobody knew that. He was pointing this gun at reporters and random black folks who are around because, yeah, why wouldn't you do this? This is how you get killed, folks. This is how you get shot by a good guy with a gun. A good guy with a gun who don't know what the fuck your intention is. They see you with a gun like that, and hey, you're a mass shooter. Got to put you down. And I absolutely would not shed any tears from you if that happened to you. Hey, look at him. What are you doing? Walk around pointing guns at people. He's a patriot. He's patrolling to protect our streets. So yeah, they arrested him for that, folks. Portland police today arrested right-wing protester Mark Lee for pointing his realistic-looking airsoft rifle at several people on Sunday, including a journalist he is seen in the video. He is charged with 3 counts of menacing and disorderly conduct, so good luck in prison, fucko. Goddamn moron, put him under the jail. And last up on Chud Watch, one more, folks. Vadim, what's up, Vadim? Love me some Vadim. Hope you're feeling better out there, Vadim. Found an old clip of Tim Pool, and when you ask why we call Tim Pool a white supremacist or a white supremacist enabler, it's because of shit like this, folks. Listen to him.
But look at what's happening right now. We saw people who are associated with, the white nationalists, the far right, chanting "fuck you" to the people on the left. The people on the left chanting that love has already won, as if going out and condemning people for their skin color is somehow not hateful. Somehow that's love.
Yeah, folks, condemning white supremacists for their skin color. That's what we're doing, isn't it? That's not love. Yeah, found this old Temple Charlottesville video, and he just straight up says the anti-Nazi counter-protester hated the Nazis because they were white. Yeah. Would blow my mind if anybody but Temple said it. But, making $7 million a year. This is what YouTube rewards, so grifters gotta grift, yo. And that's my Chud Watch, folks. Let's check the super chats. Marcel, one of the drawbacks to having one eye is the lack of depth perception, but even in that case, the one-eyed man is king when you're in the land of the blind, which he surrounded himself with blind people, so he got a superpower compared to them. The unvaxxed should go to the back of the queue. I heard that. Fuck them, disease carriers. All right. More super chats, please. Time is it? All right, making good time. Next, folks. Got some good Karen material for you, because, bitch, you're caring too much. And first off, on the Karen Cavalcade, another disease-spreading anti-vax COVID. Has no idea what she's talking about, but they always fall back on the same thing. Do your research. Look it up.
On to you.
Big Pharma owns the media.
Yes. With their drug commercial. Figure it out. Use your brain. Use your common sense.
I work in media, and we don't run drug commercials on any of our products. So what do you say about that?
You don't have any drug commercials.
No, we don't.
What channel are you with?
I have a press badge right here.
Who are you with? CNN, MSNBC,
Zombies.
7-Eleven, 4, 5. Drug commercials.
Okay.
Every other commercial is a drug
So let me
commercial.
ask you this.
That's
so just
hundreds.
because of that, you think every scientist out there in the world is...
So all I know is if you get sick, don't go to the hospital, right? You're supporting Big Pharma if you go to the hospital. It's all about the drug commercials. Follow your own advice. And I don't know if I showed this one before, folks. This load looks familiar, but it just got posted as though it were new. So fuck it. It's a Karen. This Karen got kicked off a plane for being an anti-masker, and they're yelling at her and her daughter. Got to step in and be all insulted by it. 100% Trump supporter. Yeah, they're cheering for her. Yeah, woo! Everybody hates you, Karen. That's right. Everybody hates your guts. She got to blame it on racism, folks. You're not kicking her off because she's an anti-masker. You're kicking her off because she's white. Because white people, we're so oppressed.
Wow, you're really videotaping it? You don't even know what's going on. You're videotaping it?
Drunk ass.
Bitch.
Drunk ass. Don't talk to my mother like that.
Just go. Get the fuck off. Everybody hates you. Get the fuck off the plane. Holding shit up. God damn it, Karens. Idiots. And this normally would have gone in the hero section, but we'll put in the Karen section. So apparently they're riding their bikes someplace these Karens don't think they should be riding them. And so the Karens are screaming at them.
I can't hear.
You can't drive here.
What?
You can't drive here.
I can't hear you. I left my hearing aid at home. I don't know
deaf.
what you're saying.
So he just drives off. So they follow and honk their horn at him.
What do you want? What do you want?
Joe won't let you ride here.
Joe let me ride here.
Joe!
Joe Mama.
Classic! Classic Karen moment. Fell right into that. I expect him to say, Ligma! Ligma told me I could ride here. You guys know how that ends. And husband and wife Karen team. They teamed up on this one, folks. So apparently this guy got out of his truck and this girl had a sticker on her car that said abolish ICE. So he starts cussing at her. So she walks up to the front of the store and she pulls out her camera and she starts filming him, because that's what you do when you encounter a Karen. Male or female, you immediately start recording them to make a public example out of them. And then the guy's wife comes out the store, sees that she is filming her husband, and starts verbally and physically assaulting the woman. Fuck you!
I was just making sure he doesn't damage my car.
That's my husband. He's a Marine. He's not going to touch your car.
He's a Marine! Yeah. That does not make me feel better at all, to be 100% honest with you. That makes me feel worse.
Okay, I'm allowed to watch it. It's my car.
You're a fucking cunt. He's not going to touch it. That's
I literally got out of my car and he yelled, fuck you, because of a sticker that I choose to have on my car.
Fuck off. Just
great example for your child.
Go in the store. It is a great example that you're harassing my husband. Get back.
I'm not harassing anyone.
Get back. Go in the store and stay the fuck away from my husband.
Get back, get back. First of all, she's nowhere near your husband. Secondly, you can't walk up into somebody's face and tell them to get back. It's not how that works, Karen.
Bitch. Fucking bitch.
Great example.
You done? You done?
I came here to get some fucking groceries.
Go do your job then. Go take care of yourself.
What is your goal here? What are you doing?
Getting you away from my husband right now. It's called loyalty.
Over there.
It's called loyalty. Get the fuck away from him.
You're
filming him. You're filming him, you bitch.
It's public
It's
property.
America, bitch. It's America, bitch. Go into the store. Mind your own business.
Lovely.
He's at his vehicle. He's not in your vehicle.
Your husband's right
Stay
there.
away from him.
I didn't do anything. They just started harassing me for no fucking reason.
Harassing him. You started the harassment.
That's assault. You just assaulted her.
There's your fucking key. Dude, get away from me.
All right, assaulted her again.
Get the fuck away from me. What the hell's your problem? Bro. You attacked her. You stopped her first. You stopped her first. I didn't touch her.
You did. We just saw it.
Get to my fucking car.
It's on video.
I'm trying to get to my car.
Yeah, crazy people just assaulted you. Now she's trying to escape. So, yeah, get their license plate. So, at least they had a good ending, folks. They just lost their job. Yep, they lost their job, got arrested. Who are Mo Darling McLeod and Vince McLeod? Wife arrested, husband fired after harassing, assaulting immigrant's wife over abolish ICE car stickers. Apparently, he worked at a realty. It's always realtors. It's got a realty office, and they fired him and arrested her. So, good. More examples. Name and shame. Hell yeah. I'll see you guys saying get out there. And the good news is these Karens are actually putting themselves on TikTok now, making videos that are incredibly fucking embarrassing. So this guy who has 50,000 subscribers, this is how dumb you can be and still get rewarded, still build a large audience up in the conservative community. So he's about to accuse the South of being racist and Democrats of being racist. Let's see if you can find the flaw in his logic before I point it out to you.
Have you ever seen this weird blue line of Democrats in the South?
Uh-huh.
And wondered what that's about? Well, there's a similar map to this.
So this is a map of plantations back in the day, the largest plantations right along this same route.
Does that look? You see what that is? See, I wonder when that party switch is actually going to happen.
Yeah, it's the Democrats who are still racist, folks. The party switch never happened. Even though somebody lives in Mississippi, I can 100% assure you, 100% of the racists around here are Trump supporters. 100% of Republicans. They're not Democrats. They're not on the left. That's just crazy. But obviously, we know why this is the case. Because slavery no longer exists. The plantations no longer exist. But the black folks who were enslaved still live in the same areas, and they vote Democrat. Obviously. So this was pointed out to him. And here's his response, folks. They revel in being idiots. They are rewarded for being stupid trash, and they get off on how dumb they are. What? God damn it. He took the video down. Shit, he got made up. Somebody pointed it out to him, and his response was to laugh maniacally and say, "You're trying to tell black people how to vote." Just so stupid. This coward took the video down. Fuck. Anyway, he made enough fun of himself already. I guess I don't have to add on to the stupidity he has already introduced you to. And, another Karen. This was actually pretty funny, folks. Two male Karens got in some kind of road rage, so of course they get out and fight, but they handle their business sort of like gentlemen. After they fight, they get up and they shake each other's hands out of mutual respect and part ways. So I guess if you got to be a Karen and engage in toxic masculinity, this is the way you do it.
You go back to Washington, man. You got it? Get fucked.
Lost his shoes.
Are you done? Are you done?
You got me.
Yeah, bro. I'm done.
Let's go for the cops come.
Here you go.
Shake my hand.
Glad you guys got that fucking settled.
Glad you guys got that fucking settled. Just hilarious. Well, this is why I carry a knife. I do not get in fights, but when somebody physically attacks me, I definitely feel stabby about it. So, might not want to punch Dusty. That's what I know. And last up, on Karen Too Much. Oh, yeah, so I don't know when this video was shot. This guy's wearing a mask, so it's probably recent. This is not the Bagel Boss. I know what you're thinking. This is the Bagel Boss, but it's not. This is just another short guy. But there is so much to unpack here. This is such an amazing example of toxic masculinity and how the guy is obviously very insecure about his height and feels like he's not respected because he's shorter and whatnot. Napoleon complex. Let's watch it and then I'll dissect it as we go along. Why is there no audio? All right, let me try this one more time. So they're in some kind of altercation. It doesn't matter why.
Buddy, why are you touching me? And why do you the last guy when it's over? Look into my eyes. Don't you see that I'm a man?
Look into my eyes. Don't you see that I'm a man? So disrespected, so insecure. When you feel like you have to prove something to everybody. You have this chip on your shoulder. Oh my God, I can't believe he's disrespecting me. I gotta prove myself. No, you don't. Just relax. Just relax, Munchkin. It's gonna be fine. Walk away. It makes you look so insecure to behave this way.
When it's over, look into my eyes. Don't you see that I'm a man? And I will kick your ass.
I will kick your ass. So terrifying.
Get away from me, you big guy.
Amazing insult, because there's clearly a lot going on in his brain. Get away from me, big guy. You sure owned him, Bagel Boss.
You want peace? Prepare for war.
So now you got to repeat that over and over again. Here's a phrase he heard on the internet and thought sounded super cool, along with these sunglasses he definitely got from his chud ass Facebook group.
You want peace? Prepare for war. All lives matter.
All lives matter.
It's not about black and white. It's about God.
He can't even tell what he's mad about. Racist can't even. All lives matter, but I'm not racist. It's about jobs somehow. Like, what are you even talking about? Shut the fuck up. God damn it, such an idiot.
Prepare for war. All lives matter. It's not about black and white. It's about God. Get back to work.
Get back to work. That's so sad. 100% Trump supporter. Tiny penis man. Get the fuck over it, tiny guy. You'll live a lot longer. And all right, folks. Cool. Finishing right up on time. Looks like there's not going to be very much overtime. I'm going to save this religious bullshit for Monday, which will be here before you fucking know it. And we'll finish up the show with a couple heroes. Hell yeah. So, first off, on American Heroes, the Terminator. People wanted me to share this. Arnold Schwarzenegger has run out of fucks to give. Telling the truth, laying down the law. You go, boss. Haven't been a big fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger because he's kind of a conservative douchebag, but at least he's putting his reputation on the line to tell the truth. Here you go.
People should know there is a virus here. It kills people, and the only way we prevent it is to get vaccinated, to wear masks, to do social distancing, washing your hands all the time, and not just to think about, well, my freedom is being kind of disturbed here. No, screw your freedom.
Screw your freedom.
Because with freedom comes obligations and responsibilities. We cannot just say, I have the right to do X, Y, and Z. When you affect other people, that is when it gets serious. It's like no different than a traffic light. We put a traffic light at an intersection so someone doesn't kill someone else.
Yep, like wearing a seatbelt, except, better, because not wearing your seatbelt doesn't kill other people, usually. Just take personal responsibility. And last up, on the heroes, this dude, telling it like it fucking is. 3.7 million views. You go, boss.
Hey folks, how you doing? I just got a quick question about this whole COVID, not getting vaccinated and running to the fucking hospital once you get the virus fucking deal, because this shit is out of fucking control, all right? And I'm gonna give you a quick story on why I think it's out of fucking control. Last week I had to bring my wife into the hospital. She has stage 4 breast cancer. She was dealing with some symptoms, and I had to bring her in to get some fluid drained. She was having some pain, blah, blah, blah. She was in there for 2 days. On the third day, she honestly should have stayed one more day, maybe 2 more days, okay? But on the third day, instead of draining her fluid and what they wanted to do, they told us that she had to be discharged because they had no room left in the hospital because of COVID. Here's my question. Why 99% of everybody that's in the hospital with COVID right now is unvaccinated, okay? If you really fucking believe that COVID's not real, and you really believe that's not a big deal, and you really believe that you don't need to get the vaccine, that is your fucking right, okay? I'm not gonna argue with you about that. What I am gonna argue about is you running to the fucking hospital once you get the virus. If you don't trust the medical field to prevent you from getting it, why do you trust them to cure you from it? Why do you run to the fucking hospital? If you really believe that COVID's not a big deal and it's not this, that, the other, and you don't get the vaccine because stick to your fucking guns and keep your motherfucking ass at home. Stop running to the hospital, putting everybody else at fucking risk, and in turn, the collateral damages. People like my wife who actually need medical fucking help for a chronic fucking disease get kicked out of the hospital because your dumb ass is too stupid to go get a fucking vaccine shot. Keep your ass at home. If you really believe COVID's not a big deal, prove it. Stick to your fucking guns, keep your ass at home, and fucking deal with it.
Exactly. They're like, oh my God, it's still experimental, the vaccine. You know what's also very experimental? The COVID treatments. So why are you getting the experimental COVID treatments if you won't get the experimental vaccine? Just stupid fucking idiots. And all right, that's my show, folks. Stay tuned. We're going to see some kitties in a second. Be sure to hit the like button before you guys go. I promised Victoria last show that I would show the kitties, and I didn't do it because I'm a fucking moron. So we're going to do it. But first off, let's read the super chats. Peter, $5. Thank you, Dusty. Mike Lindell shows that religious fundamentalism is a hell of a drug that can make you more unstable than crack. He certainly made a fool of himself. I definitely think that he thought that God was going to perform a miracle, but God don't do that. Marcel says, one of the drawbacks of having one eye is the lack of... I already read that. All right, no more super chats. Thank you, everybody who super chatted me tonight. I definitely appreciate it. You guys rock. And now, time for some kitty cats. And I'm going to do it full screen. Oh, yeah, full screen. What up, full screen? So here we go. Let's see what kitty cats we can attract. All right, here we go. Kitty Cat Theater. Who wants some treats? Who wants some treats? Kitty cats, I got some treats for you guys. Who wants some kitty treats? Got Mr. Pretty Boy up. I see Miss Misty in the background. Here comes Half Stash. We can barely see Half Stash's head because he's being blocked a little bit. Yeah, kitties, kitties. Who else wants some? Come on, cats. Come and get it. Come and get it, baby. Here you go. How about some over here? Can't really see that very well. There you go. You guys want some kitty treats over there? We got Miss Cece back there. Pretty Boy, Misty. There's Katana. Big fat Katana's over here. Hells yeah. Cat ass in your face. Cat ass in the face. Here's Mr. Half Stash. Loves the kitty treats. Thank you for everybody who sends this stuff to me. The cats love it. There is a wish list in the description of the video for Amazon where you guys can send shit to the cats. Cool, cool, cool. We did it. We showed the cats. Boom. Hell yeah. All right, folks. That's my show. If you guys want to support me, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/Codcast. Link in the description of the video. Anything you can donate, guys. $1 or $2 a month. Only if you can afford it. If you have extra. If you don't have extra, fine. I'm not a televangelist. It's cool. I'm fine. But if you can afford it, $1 or $2, reward me for all this material I put out. Because I put out like, 100 hours of free material a month for you guys. So, hook me up on the Patreon. And, folks, I will be back Monday. It's only 3 days away. We already got a nice religious bullshit section to cover, and all kinds of cool shit will happen between now and then. So, love the shit out of you guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the support. Please hit the like button before you go. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend out there. Stay safe. Do something fun, and think of me. You're welcome, Victoria. See you Monday. As always, till next time, Logic. Fuck yes. And we're going to play some I Hate Christmas just because I feel like it. It's not even Christmas time, y'all. But this is a song that I wrote called I Hate Christmas. And we're going to play it out. Good night, everybody.